I've yet to encounter an environment that was just so unique that there wasn't an MSP somewhere that could support them. As a small company starts to grow, they eventually add on more and more components to their network, and you end up with this Frankenstein mash of different components.
Today we're exploring how small businesses can access secure enterprise-grade IT without the enterprise price tag.
If you happen to have internal IT resources, we're not there to replace them. We're there to augment what they're already doing. Our job is to make them look good, not to threaten replacement. If you want to invest with confidence in new technology, make sure you've got a clearly defined problem to solve.
Hi everyone, this is Maheen and welcome to the CanadianSME Small Business Podcast. Today we're exploring how small businesses can access secure enterprise-grade IT without the enterprise price tag. To discuss this, we're joined by Gordon Werstine, the VP of Sales at Just Fix It. Now, with over 15 years of experience supporting SMEs across manufacturing, healthcare, and professional services, Gordon brings a practical perspective on managed IT, cybersecurity, and cost control. And we'll break down common MSP misconceptions, the zero IT model, and how turning IT into an operating expense can unlock growth. So without a further ado, let's dive in and welcome Gordon. Gordon, we're very pleased to have you on the show today. Welcome to the podcast. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Very pleased to have you with us. Now, Gordon, you've noted that many SMEs, they have misconceptions about working with managed service providers or MSPs, from concerns about size to unique industry needs. Tell us, what are the top misconceptions that business owners have about working with them? And what is the real way MSPs support companies of any size or industry?
Yeah, great question. So there's certainly a lot of misconceptions out there. And then some of the big ones that we encounter are, and I'd say probably the biggest one is, we're too unique. Our business is too unique. There's no way an MSP could support us. They don't know our industry. They don't know our software. Our network setup is too proprietary. The only guy that can support us is that one individual that set up our network 15 years ago. Like he's our guy, and that's it. No one else can do it. Other misconceptions are we're too small. MSPs are for bigger companies, or MSPs are too expensive. If I hire an MSP, I'm going to be locked in. They're going to hold my data hostage. The reality is that there's an MSP for everybody. MSPs come in all shapes and sizes, and some of them are very, very niche. So they'll work with very specific verticals, certain size companies within those verticals. So they, of course, by nature, will get to understand the pain those companies experience. They'll get to know the software applications that are most commonly used by those companies. And there's lots of different pricing models out there too. So I've yet to encounter an environment that was just so unique that there wasn't an MSP somewhere that could support them. So I would say to any SME out there, if you are considering hiring IT support, look for an MSP that can verify that they've got some experience in your industry, and I think you'll be in a pretty good place.
No, that is a necessary clarification that is needed by our audience. And it highlights that MSPs, they are accessible and they're specialized and they're capable of supporting nearly any business environment. Now, let's kind of explore the core problems that Just Fix It solves for SMEs, Gordon, and that focuses on cost and complexity. Your mission is to bring enterprise-grade IT resources to SMEs on a small business budget, addressing really the pain points of complexity and the unpredictable costs. Tell us, what major problems does the platform Just Fix It solve for SMEs trying to balance technology, security, and profitability?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, like any good MSP, we solve kind of the obvious ones, like You're removing downtime, disruptions, data loss. Of course, we all do that. But aside from the obvious, there are some of the problematic areas that we do treat with our approach. Well, yeah, other problematic areas that we would address. Things like needlessly complex IT environments. And this is typically a symptom. It's like I said, part of the natural evolution of small businesses. They start out, they acquire their IT network infrastructure that they require at that time. But as a small company starts to grow, they eventually add on more and more components to their network. And over time, you end up with this Frankenstein mash of different components that really just adds extra layers of complexity, extra points of failure, extra points of risk in their network. And ultimately, those become harder to manage. So we get rid of all that noise, make things much simpler. Cash flow problems, obviously that's top of mind for pretty much all small businesses. And I think we're going to touch more on that in a few minutes. Lack of business agility, and that ties closely with the cash flow. If we can free up more cash flow for small businesses, in essence, they'll have more ability to be agile in their approach. Other problematic areas, IT lifecycle management. It's kind of a boring thing, and I've yet to encounter anybody that actually enjoys managing IT life cycles. Right. All right. So when you think about, keeping a tight leash on the hardware, understanding, is everything up to date? Is everything fully patched? Do we have the updates and upgrades in place? Are what's in warranty? What's out of warranty? What is due to be replaced? What can be upgraded versus replaced? It becomes a bit of a hassle for a lot of companies, and that it lapses. Right? Nobody's really interested in doing it, and next thing you know, you've got vulnerabilities in your network because nobody really wants to do it.
Right. Yeah. That is quite a clear value proposition, Gordon, and it proves that simplifying the IT backbone is the key to freeing up cash flow and really driving small business innovation. Now let's discuss your flagship solution, which is Zero IT, and its unique structure. Gordon, you're highlighting the launch of this flagship solution, Zero IT, which is designed to convert the entire IT function into an operating expense. Tell us more about this. So what makes the Zero IT solution so appealing for cash flow conscious businesses, especially with no upfront cost, no term commitments, and a free replacement guarantee?
Yeah, so you touched on a number of appealing features.
Right.
Question, for sure, and I can expand on that. So what we've done, so we've basically saying to clients, hey, Mr. Client, we are going to provide, let's provide all of your hardware from soup to nuts. So we'll provide the entire infrastructure you need, everything from your workstations to firewall, switches, servers, everything you need. We'll provide that. On top of that, we're going to layer unlimited support. And we're going to do that for one flat, simple monthly fee that's predictable. So what we've just done essentially is take away the necessity for that outlay of cash for a capital IT expenditure. And we've converted the entire IT function into an operating expense. It's a tax-friendly, easily written off operating expense. There's a lot of appeal there in that approach, of course, for small businesses. So to break it down further, in your question, you mentioned no upfront costs. Great. So when I hear no upfront costs, I immediately start thinking, okay, well, you're probably going to try to lock me into a multi-year agreement to make up for that fact. But no, we're not doing that. We are going to put the onus on us to deliver exceptional service to the point where the client wants to stay with us over the long term. We have to bring our A game, and we have to assume that risk. They're not obligated to sign any sort of term contract. In terms of a free replacement guarantee, for what could be better? Yes, we will provide that hardware. Should something happen to any hardware component that we provide, and if we can't fix it immediately through traditional methodologies, we'll replace it. We'll just swap it out for a new piece of hardware. So clients will always have the latest and greatest hardware that's guaranteed to be fully patched and up to date. They just don't have to worry about it. If you think about IT hardware for any company, it's typically the fastest depreciating asset on the balance sheet for any company. They outlay this cash, this equipment is next to worthless in a couple of years, and you often have to pay someone to get rid of it in the end. So we just remove that part of the equation entirely. We make it about as simple as it can possibly get.
That is such a game-changing financial model, Gordon, and it emphasizes that converting the CapEx to OpEx, it provides budgetary simplicity and predictable support for SMEs. We'll take a quick short break right here. Stay with us because we'll be back in a moment to talk about who Zero IT really is built for and how it complements in-house IT teams.
Hey, you think you know UPS? Yeah, that's us. Everybody knows that. You know what you didn't know? This. Okay, try to keep up. Ocean, us. Ground, rail, air, so us. Guess who? Us. Customs cleared, borders cleared, done. Us. Still with me? Wait for it. Boom. Us. Intelligent, automated, fulfillment. Us. Yep, healthcare too. Digital your thing? Yeah, well, book it, ship it, track it. You feeling me yet? Yep, that's all us. That's all UPS.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's dive into how Zero IT fits different business profiles and why partnering with an MSP can strengthen internal IT, not replace it. Now let's look at the strategic fit for the Zero IT program and the value of augmenting internal IT staff. Gordon, you advise that an MSP, it really replaces internal IT staff. Instead, they augment and really backfill existing work. Tell us, who is the ideal fit for Zero IT and how does partnering with Just Fix It enhance internal IT teams by freeing them to focus on strategic work?
Yeah, great question. So, who's a good fit for the Zero IT solution? Essentially, if you're an MSE that's got a service-based business, or you're a small manufacturer or healthcare provider, if you've got more than 2 computers in your network and you're not happy with the status quo, you're a good fit for Zero IT. If you want tighter cash flow management, you're a good fit for Zero IT. If you crave simplicity and standardization in your environment, you're a great fit for Zero IT. If you happen to have internal IT resources, if you've got a guy or if you've got a full department, fantastic. Many of our clients do have those internal resources. We're not there to replace them. We're there to augment what they're already doing. And we find what ends up happening typically is that those internal staff they'll begin to offload components of their job that they don't really enjoy doing or things that are not in their wheelhouse. Our job is to make them look good,
right?
Not to threaten replacement. So that could be anything from, they're outsourcing to us level 1, level 2 monotonous, like help desk support that they don't really care to do, which frees them up to work on higher level strategic initiatives, right? On the flip side of that, sometimes high level network architecture is not in their wheelhouse. And so they'll bring us in for something along those lines. Like they may be expanding, maybe adding an additional location, and maybe struggling with some of the high level network architecture type planning.
Right.
So we would alleviate that concern for them too. So again, we're just there to make them look good, not to replace them.
That's a smart partnership strategy, Gordon, and it confirms that augmenting internal staff is the most effective way for SMEs to really leverage that strategic talent. Listeners, if you are struggling with IT costs and complexity, then please learn from this conversation we had with Gordon about the myths surrounding MSPs, the power of their Zero IT solution to convert IT to an OpEx, and how to get enterprise-grade resources on a small business budget. Now let's continue a conversation with Gordon. So Gordon, your background it includes leading multiple startups and building your own successful venture, giving you such a strong focus on business simplification. Tell us, what is your long-term vision for Just Fix It as you continue to helping SMEs adopt secure, scalable technology, and how does your own experience as a business owner shape this mission?
Yeah. So, my vision for Just Fix It over the coming years is, we want to be the easiest MSP to work with, period. We've, having business ownership experience, I know what it's like to try to work with a partner that is needlessly making things more complicated than they need to be. I can think of situations that I kind of laugh about it now, where I've identified a problem in my company. I've spoken to vendors or partners that I know can solve my problem. We've met, we've talked, both parties agree, yep, this is a good fit. Okay, fantastic. When it comes to executing the plan, it falls apart. And I've actually said to vendors in the past, I have money. I want to give you this money so you can solve my problem. How do we make this happen in the easiest possible way? There just seems to be unnecessary friction. It's laughable now, but thinking back, that was frustrating experience. And so we're very cognizant of that. We don't want to be that company. So like I said, we just want to be the easiest possible MSP to work with. We want to be known as that go-to company for SMEs that really just want a very simple, done-for-you IT environment with no hassles.
That is amazing. And so that is such an inspiring vision, Gordon. And it confirms that simplification and entrepreneur-focused support like this, they're quite core drivers of your future mission. And I wish you all the best with that. As you wrap up now, if there is one message about that you would like to share with our listeners about investing confidently in their technology, what would it be?
Yeah, if you want to invest with confidence in new technology, make sure you've got a clearly defined problem to solve. It is so easy to get caught up in the hype of new technology. This is a game changer. That's a game changer. If your strategy is to adopt new technology solely on the fear of being left behind, that's just not a great strategy. If you don't have a clearly defined problem to solve and you know that technology is the right fix for that problem, the likelihood of that investment failing is quite high. So do yourself a favor. Before you spend the money, make sure you've got that clearly defined problem.
That is powerful and a very actionable message. Thank you so much, Gordon, for being on the show with us and for sharing such great expertise in your vision.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And that was a great conversation with Gordon of Just Fix It on managed IT services, the zero IT solution, and how SMEs can simplify technology while strengthening security. Thank you so much for listening to the podcast. Please subscribe for more expert insights and visit CanadianSME.ca for resources and tools. Thank you again for our partners as well, UPS, A1 Global College, ADP, and Google. Please keep moving forward and we'll see you in the next episode.